going to start. Um, um, because we already had a practice session from yesterday, I think we can safely say that everything is going great. We're just going to start right now because everyone is waiting already, and we need to respect their time.
No problem.
So we want to be as punctual as possible. But thank you so much, Keith, for joining today's session. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. May I ask my teammate to share the screen? Okay. Yeah. Hey, sorry, guys. Isa? Okay. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ka Dinda, for sharing your screen. So, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the masterclass on unlocking discovery e-commerce in Southeast Asia. We're very thrilled to have you join us for this ASEAN Work Together initiative. We'll get started shortly after the participant joining the room, but before that, next one. Um, but before that, please, you may open your camera and see if we can, um, you can download the background that we have provided. Hi, Melissa from Sabah. Yes. So before we start the session, and well, we basically would like to ask you guys to set your background for our photo session later. So the download link is available in the chat box. Yes, we're still waiting for other MSMEs, for other participants to join us. So meanwhile, hi Terence from Alpha X, and hi Peter from Thailand. Sawadee. So basically, we're still waiting for more participants to join us, but bear with us. It's just going to be like within 5 minutes, and then after that, we're just going to kickstart the masterclass session. But before that, we would like to invite you guys to open your camera uh, and set up your background to the virtual background that we have provided. Hi, Willie. Hi, Ganesh from Alpha X. Oh, there are lots of Alpha X team member joining us today. Okay, that's very interesting. Hmm, okay. Okay, so I think we have a little bit of issues with the camera settings. Hmm. Okay, but welcome everyone. Just a little bit of the housekeeping notes, and since we're still waiting for other participants to join us, please rename yourself to your and your name. So, for example, we have for example, it's Lau PDR dash Arlene. And please keep your microphone muted to ensure a smooth session for everyone. We invite you guys to turn on your camera, but because we're having a slight issues with the camera settings right now, that's fine. Just thank you so much for. You cannot rename yourself either. Okay, thank you so much for letting us know. Oh, yeah, no audio. Mm, yeah, thank you so much everyone for letting us know. Mm, okay, that's fine. We hope that even though we have a slight issues, it's still going to be a smooth session. But thank you so much. Yes, I think that's why. Because we're having like this webinar, the webinar setting, everyone cannot open their camera and rename themselves. But Yeah, we're just going to skip that. Yes, okay, got it. Um, Sorry. We're just going to move on, but thank you so much, guys, for raising this, and this is going to be a learning session and learning experience for us. Okay, okay, okay. Thank you. Okay, so because it cannot be helped, we're really sorry and we really regret that this happened. But never mind that because we're already 5 minutes into the session. I think we're just going to move on from from to the next agenda, which is a welcoming remarks from Dr. PT Sri Sangnam. Um, Yes, we cannot find the audio button either. So basically, for the audio itself, was we're going to you are able to unmute yourself if the whole session or our side can have grant you the access to unmute yourself. But other than that, I think for renaming yourself and to opening your camera, it cannot be done. We're so sorry, guys, and I think this has to be done. It has something to do with the settings for our webinar. But other than that, we hope that this does not affect the interactiveness or in this interface of the overall webinar. Yeah, and just to let you guys know, live caption and translation are available for this session. So you just need to click more and then you click on the CC symbol on the settings, and then after that you just need to choose your preferred language. So for example, what we are talking right now is English, so you're definitely free to choose to translate this webinar into your preferred language, your local language. So for example, if you are from Thailand, you can definitely choose Thai, and if you're from the Philippines, you can definitely choose Filipinos as your selected language. Other than that, please. Yes, and for this session today, to officially kick off our masterclass session, please join me in welcoming Dr. Preeti Srisangnam, the Executive Director of the ASEAN Foundation, for his opening remarks. Unfortunately, he has other commitments right now in Malaysia. Um, it's it's a quite urgent engagement, so he is very regretful that he cannot welcome you guys here for today's session. But here is Dr. Pitis Rasangnam to officially welcome you guys.
Good afternoon, everyone. Distinguished participants and respected trainers, Mr. Keith Chiang. It is my great pleasure to welcome you all to today's masterclass, Unlocking Discovery E-commerce in Southeast Asia. As digital technologies continue to transform the way we live, the way we work, and the way we do business, it is increasingly important for MSME, micro, small, medium enterprises, and aspire entrepreneurs to adapt and grow within these evolving landscapes. Across ASEAN, digital platforms are not only expanding market access, but also creating a new ways for businesses to connect, engage, and build trust with their audiences. Through the ASEAN SOAR Together program, supporting our artisans and retailers, the ASEAN Foundations, in collaboration with TikTok Shop, aim to support micro, small, medium-sized enterprises and youth entrepreneurs across the regions by strengthening their digital capabilities and fostering a more inclusive digital economies. This year, the program will support 120 MSMEs across ASEAN member states, providing them with targeted capability building, mentorship, and opportunities to scale their businesses. We have also seen inspiring stories from our past participants. One of them, Ria Marie Santilan from the Philippines. She shared how ASEAN SOAR Together felt like a program built with real intentions, where every section brought practical values. She was able to apply new strategies directly to her business, explore TikTok Shop as a new sales channel, and strengthen her digital capabilities. As a result, she saw her weekday sales increase by amazingly 20%, and weekend sales with more impressive, increasing sales by 40%. More importantly, beyond the number, the program gave her greater confidence and a strong sense of communities, showing how MSME across ASEAN can grow together when given the right directions and given the right support and, of course, the right opportunities. Today, Masterclass is part of that effort, creating an open and accessible learning space where participants can gain practical insight into how discovery-driven e-commerce work, how content drive commerce, and how digital engagement can be transformed into meaningful growth. We also hope these sessions become a platform for exchange where you can learn not only from our speakers, but also from one another as part of a growing ASEAN communities of entrepreneurs. Before we begin, I would like to remind you that we'll be hosting our final masterclass sessions on 7th of May 2026, covering the same topics. We warmly encourage you to join or share this opportunity with others who may benefit. And of course, we also encourage you to actively participate in these sessions, ask a lot of questions, and make the most of these opportunities. We also warmly invite you to explore further opportunities through ASEAN Store Art Together program. So thank you once again for being part of today's sessions. I wish you all a productive and insightful learning experiences. Thank you very much.
Hey, thank you so much, Dr. Fiti. Even though he's not here, thank you so much for the inspiring words and highlighting the importance of bridging the digital divide for our region MSMEs and promoting the ASEAN Store Together program. Okay, so next one. Thank you. So, I would like to introduce our trainer for today's session. You guys might already have known him before on in our poster. So he's Keith Chiang. Today we're joined by him. He's the TikTok Shop Merchant Education Lead. He's a trainer and educator in TikTok Shop Malaysia Merchant Ecosystem Department. He focuses on educating and empowering sellers through sellers trainings and workshops with the aim to improve merchant selling experience and performance on TikTok Shop. Keith also manages collaborations with universities and colleges to provide e-commerce education to students and aspiring creators and sellers on TikTok Shop. So without further ado, Keith, the floor is yours.
All right. Thank you very much, Krina, for the introduction. And good afternoon, everyone. My name is Keith. I'm from TikTok Shop Malaysia. Just now, I've seen many of you have did a brief introduction where you are from. I've seen quite a few of you from Indonesia. Good afternoon. Hey, I've seen some of you. There's one from Singapore, Glenn, right? Hi, nice to meet you. And Thailand. But I don't see anyone from Malaysia. Are there any participants from Malaysia? Indonesia. Hey, all right. Okay, so we have Malaysia representation. That's good. Okay, from Myanmar as well, we have Philippines, Sabah. All right, that's good. So, welcome guys to today's session. From what I understand, right? So this is just one of the, I think the earliest part, one of the first webinar that we arranged for all of you. I believe there are subsequent ones which I think ASEAN Soul will schedule for you to learn a bit more in depth. So to start off, right? Oh, Timor-Leste. Oh, okay. Hi, welcome. Vietnam, Java as well. All right. So today's medium of uh, uh, communication, right? So when I do training, most of the time I will do uh, English. But I understand that might not be the common language for all of us. So if let's just say you have any questions or you think that I am speaking a little bit too fast, then please do notify me. Okay, I'll slow down. Or if let's just say you need me to repeat, please do so. Don't be shy. I'm here to impart some of the knowledge regarding TikTok Shop. And if let's just say my job is to hopefully help you to understand as much as possible. So if let's just say you need me to repeat something, please do so. Please notify in the chat. Or if let's say you have any questions, please utilize the Q&A button at the bottom. All right. Then after each of the section, I will then go through some of the questions. Just to also further elaborate is that I've been training for like more than 10 years right now. My motto has been the same. There's no stupid question. So if let's say as long as you do not understand anything, please feel free to ask. I'll try my best to answer the best that are based on my capability. Okay? All good, everyone? Can I get a thumbs up or some emojis before I proceed? Uh, all right. Okay. So, all right, all thumbs up. Okay, so let's start. So the first topic we'll cover today is basically I'm going to go through speak slower. Yes, no problem. I will. That is the truth be told. That is because I'm so used to doing training in English locally. So I might, yes, I do, really do might will speed up a little bit. But if you need me to slow down again, please feel free to notify. Okay. So I'll slow down. No problem. So ACE, right? So I will cover the topic is what in TikTok shop we call ACE operation. So this ACE operation is SCE, right? So SCE is actually a short for assortment, content, and empowerment. ACE. So I'll bring through everyone a bit of an overview. What is TikTok Shop and how to operate on TikTok Shop based on the ACE framework, right? So, but before I move on, right, because I will be speaking a little bit about commerce. So I want to understand a bit because I was told that most of you are sellers but not yet on TikTok Shop or e-commerce. So I want to check, are you all selling anything like in a brick and mortar shop? Means or you open a physical shop. If you open a physical shop, you sell products on physical shop, can you click on one in the chat? Type one in the chat. If let's say you sell in a physical shop, you open a shop and you sell physical products. One, okay. All right. Okay, quite a lot of you are sellers already. And then how many of you are also selling on e-commerce? No, also, sorry. How many of you are selling on e-commerce? So e-commerce doesn't that means just TikTok shop lah. So if let's just say you sell on Lazada, Shopee, TikTok shop, click two in the chat. Type a two if you sell on e-commerce. Okay. So most of you are already selling on e-commerce. Then how many are already selling on TikTok shop in your respective country? Type a three in the chat. Okay, quite a few of you. All right. Then if that's the case, I will add on one more question. Those of you who are already selling on TikTok shop, how many of you have heard about the ACE framework? ACE framework. If you let's say you heard about it, type 4 in the chat. If none, never mind. Okay, so none, yeah. All right, that's good. So that means, okay, that means you'll be definitely learning something new today. All right. So let me go through a little bit first, right? We haven't had never. Okay, not yet. Okay, there are some countries that doesn't have TikTok shop yet, but no worries. What I will be covering today, right, is actually not just to help you on TikTok shop operation, but it is also a logic to apply when you're doing your business. You're selling offline as well. So there's some logics that I will be mentioning is applicable for brick and mortar as well. Okay, so I will try to find a few examples where I can relate it back to you if let's say you are not selling on e-commerce or on TikTok shop yet. Okay, so to go through a little bit, right? So for TikTok shop, because all of you are within the ASEAN region, so for TikTok, right, I will go a bit more broad base. TikTok user base right now at the moment, we have at least 460 plus million. So even if let's just say you are not selling on TikTok Shop, but you utilize TikTok for advertisement, video, live stream promotion. This is basically the target audience that your content can reach out to. Okay, hold on. Find the option visible. Okay. All right. So meaning to say, if let's just say, even if let's say you don't sell on TikTok Shop, or you sell services, because services you essentially you cannot sell on online, you can still utilize TikTok to create contents like video, like live stream to promote your product and your services. And if let's just say you are not constrained to, if let's say you sell a TikTok Shop, right? This is what one of the things that you how to sell is what we call the yellow bag, right? If you attach a product, yellow bag, it will only appear for your country because we don't do cross-border, right? You can only sell within the country. But if you use TikTok, not TikTok Shop, there's a difference. TikTok is a social media platform. Social media platform, if you use it and then you promote, you can reach potential target audience that is outside of your country. All right. So if let's say it'll be very useful if let's say your operation you can sell to other countries. All right. And then from past few years, right, we have recorded quite a steady user growth of 18% year on year. Means to say that the user of TikTok actually continues to grow. What I've seen is, for example, for Malaysia, Indonesia, yes, that seems to be the case, and also Thailand as well, especially, right? So this TikTok shop remains one of the I don't say up and coming, it's actually currently already, a lot of people are using it already. It remains a growth platform where you can still engage with new consumers for you to reach out to, all right? So what is the difference between TikTok shop and other e-commerce platform? So this the biggest difference is how we generate views for you or how our consumer discover your product. So in a traditional e-commerce where you upload your product and you just, you of course you upload your images, you put your price, you put your description and so on, then you wait for people to come. You might be able to do some promotion like some vouchers, or even you can utilize other platforms like Facebook and Instagram to promote your shop. But you will need to rely on other platforms to promote. But on TikTok Shop, everything, the whole ecosystem can be done on TikTok Shop itself. All right. For example, if let's just say you open a TikTok Shop and you upload your product, same as other platform, right? You upload your product, your pricing, your description, and so on. Instead of just upload and wait for people to search for your product or for people to see your product, you can, on the same platform itself, do your own content, do video, do live stream to go on the offensive and find your customer. Right? So imagine, let me give you a bit more relatable example. So if let's just say you open a physical shop, and then in your shop, right, is not too big, a regular or even small size. And if let's just say you open already, you already upload your products, you already put your product on the shelf, your pricing, everything is already up. But you just sit in your shop and wait for people to come. Compared to your competitors next door or wherever, they are actively, doing advertisement, providing flyers, give brochure out to promote their shop, promote their product. Which do you think more people will know? Your shop or your competitor shop? Right? So that is basically the logic. If you were to sell on TikTok Shop using the same platform to do content, and your content will help to find people who might be interested in your product, that is how TikTok Shop helps you to increase your viewers and your potential buyer. First, all right, one of the statistics have shown that TikTok users means the TikTok viewers, right, are 1.4 times more open to experiment new things. Why? Why is this so? It's because instead of just reading words, there are videos that you can do to entice their interest. So for example, if you are selling certain product like skincare, for example, then you can do content that can educate people and say that, hey, if let's say you have this problem with your skin, with your face, if let's say you have acne and so on, use this product, how to use. Then once the user watch your video and realize, oh, I have this problem, I never thought that this product can help me, I might consider trying it out. That is that logic, right? And then discover already, they found your content, they found your video, they found your product already. Then, depending on how convincing your video is, what we have seen is TikTok users are 1.8 times, almost double, yeah? Almost twice more likely to consider a purchase because of a video content they've seen, right? Because instead of having people to read description, find your product, your video will be able to find the customer, to find the consumer. Then once you consider already, because there are higher chance for them to consider to buy, right? Then they are also able to find other content from, let's say, for example, affiliates, content creators, people who have used your product before and watch their review, whether it's good or not. Because TikTok users are 1.5 times more likely to purchase something because of online recommendation. If you ask me, this is pretty logic. Because if let's say you're a seller, you do your own content and say that how good your product is, of course, you're going to say how good your product is. But if there are enough people or even influencers or other affiliates are able to, provide their experience of using your product, give
Recording
testimony
in
about using your
progress.
product, this will add to the credibility. Oh, not just the seller saying that the product is good. There are other users who have used. I can see the video. What's the improvement? This is more credible, right? So this is very, very powerful, right? The video. You straight away you can use testimony video to prove how good your product is. And once they've bought it, then these people can add on to the review, can add on to the testimony and share their experience online. Oh, I've used this product from this one brand and it is good, right? They can put in the review themselves as well. And on top of that, if let's just say, this is speaking from my personal experience, is I started, so since 2 years ago, I started to use this one new brand. Only I realized, oh my God, I I should have found out this brand a long, long time ago. So it really helped me in my, let's say, for example, my oily face. It really helped to reduce the oil. Then I realized, oh my God, it's a life changer, right? So because the product is so good, I trust the brand. Actually follow the account. I follow this one brand online. And if whenever there are any new product, I will want to know whether or not it is a product that can also help me for other problems as well. So I will participate in their content. Means if let's say there are any content, I will watch. If let's say there are any live stream, if I have any questions, I will join the live stream and ask, hey, is this suitable for my skin? I have this problem. Can I use this product? So this is a cycle. If let's just say you or your content is able to answer my question, or to your product can help me to solve my problem, there's a very high chance that I will repurchase from you. And all this is with the help of active content engagement, regardless whether it is short video or live stream. And this is where what we call the infinite loop comes in. I found out about your other product. I use your product. I find it's good. Then I follow your account. I follow your content. You introduce new product, which potentially can help me as well. That means I discover new product again from your shop. Then the process goes back the same again. As compared to traditional e-commerce, most of the time when after I buy, I put in the review and that's it. There's no more engagement between you and I. You as a seller, me as a buyer. Whereas TikTok Shop, you still content. There are still content that I can watch your content to find out, hey, are there anything new, right? So this is what we call the infinite loop. So that you can build the whole ecosystem, your selling of a product, your content marketing, your affiliate marketing, your ads operation, all on TikTok Shop itself. And why also this is important is because there are a lot of people using TikTok right now to buy products, to watch contents. These are the people that is your target audience. Okay? So this also give you a bit of illustration what I mentioned just now. If let's just say you sell on if you sell on traditional e-commerce, you just upload and then you wait for people to come. You have to wait for people to find your product. So this is just half of it. The other half is if you do short video. SV stands for short video. Short and also live stream, live stream. If let's say you do content, your goods can actively go out and find people. That is the other half. All right. So that is essentially the biggest difference between TikTok Shop and also other e-commerce platform. All right. So uh, e-commerce, right? Okay. So I see one of the question just now from Rustic Bonio Craft, right? How to make our video to FYP in TikTok. So this is actually one of the most common questions I ask. Oh, I do content, I want it to go viral, right? So how to go viral is, yep, okay. So it is really depends highly on how attractive your content is based on a few metrics. All right. So the metrics, right, is if you have pen and paper, can write it down, or let me help you. Let me just put it down on the screen. If let's say you can see me, let me open my Word. Can everyone see my Word file? I'll do some scribbling on my Word. Everyone can see, right? Yep, right? Okay. So for video content, right? I think oh, okay, hold on. There are some questions that come in. I will try to answer it later, okay? So let me answer the FYP question first. Some of the metrics that you need to pay attention to are the first thing first, okay, is what we call views. Of course, if you do content, the first most basic metric they need to track is the number of views. If your view is low, of course, it is not going to be viral, right? So the number, how many people actually see your video. Then the thing is that is alone is not enough. It is actually a cycle. So view is the first step. The second step is you need to see the average view duration, or AVD in short, which is when people see your content, you do not want them to just see for 1 or 2 seconds. You want them to see until the video ends, right? Until finish, right? Because if let's just say, for example, you create a video and then you post, a lot of people view your content because why? The algorithm, right? The system try to push your video. And then we push your video, a lot of people manage to see it, but a lot of people watch just about 2 to 3 seconds. Then everyone after 2 to 3 seconds, they just swipe up. They watch another video. They're not interested to watch anymore. Then the system will think that, hey, I've been trying to give so much traffic to your video, but everyone leave just 2 to 3 seconds. That means people might not be interested in your content, or your content is not interesting enough, or your product is not interesting enough. So this is the second metric you need to pay attention to. All right, not just, oh, I have 1,000 view, but you need to check also this 1,000 view, how long they stay. Then after they stay already, you don't want them to stay. You want them to interact as well. That is where the engagement comes in. Engagement includes how many people like your video, how many people comment on your video, how many people share your video or your live stream. So if let's say, again, goes back to the logic, right? A lot of people view your product, view your video, view your live stream. You have like hundreds or even thousands of viewers. Then most of them, they stay in your video, they watch. If let's say your video is 30 seconds, they watch until like maybe 20 seconds. That is considered quite good. And when they watch until 20 plus seconds or watch until the end, they don't just watch, they also ask questions. There's interaction between you and the viewers. Then the algorithm, the system will think that, hey, not bad, the views, they do just watch, they stay as well. And they don't just stay, they engage with you. Means they are high interest in your content or in your product. Then the system say that, oh, this content is interesting. Let me find more people who will be interested in your content. I'll pump to that other people, pool of people. Because the logic is very simple, right? The more people, the system think is gonna be interested in your product, in your content, then the system will try to find more people to pump into your to your content. But if let's just say I post your video and then a lot of people watch or they don't watch, means I'm gonna focus on other video which is more popular. So these three metrics is the most basic that you need to try to address. Okay. Apart from these three, right? This is just content performance, your video or your live stream performance. Another part of the equation is, of course, your product. If your product is good, if your product price is competitive, right? Then it might also help to encourage people to interact with you. So your product, what are the metrics that defines how good your product is? For example, we have the click-through rate, or in short, we call it CTR. Okay, again, in your video, a lot of people watch your video. A lot of people stay and watch your video, and a lot of people ask questions and all. Because a lot of people think that, oh, this product is new to me. Let me ask a few questions to clarify, right? Then if let's say your content is able to address the concern, there's a very high chance that people will click into the yellow bag and have a look at your product, look at the pricing. That is CTR. That means if let's say your view is good, your average view duration is good, your engagement is good, then it depends on your product and the pricing, whether it is interesting. Then you do not want them to just click and see your product, the CTR. You also want them to purchase, right? That is what we call CTOR, or C conversion, or in short, conversion. How many people actually bought your product based on the content itself? All right. So this is essentially the 5 key metrics you need to understand for your content. Because in the end, again, even though you have high views, high average view duration engagement, your objective is what? If let's say your objective is to sell, your content objective is to sell, then this tool is important. There is no point for you to have 1,000, 10,000, 1 million views, but your sales is zero, right? Unless your video is a marketing video or soft selling video without yellow bag, then it makes sense. But if let's say you have yellow bag, then your objective is sales, then you add on these two metrics. So essentially, this is the key metrics for your content, whether how they can go to FYP. All right. This is this is basically the overview lah. All right. So let me move on. Let me go through one more section and then I will address some of the questions. Okay. So the next one is, let's see, discover e-commerce. All right, I'll skip through some statistics which I've covered just now, and I will show this. Okay, so first thing first, right? When I mentioned just now, let's go back to ACE, the ACE framework. This ACE framework is basically a fundamental. If you sell on TikTok Shop, you use ACE to make sure that you cover all bases. But like I mentioned just now, ACE is not just for TikTok Shop. It can be used also for your daily brick and mortar operation, your physical shop. Okay? So let's talk about assortment first. Very simple, right? When you sell, if you open a shop, you must have assortment first, right? You must have your products first. If you got no product, what are you selling, right? You can't sell, right? So your assortment is very, very important. So if let's say you were to open on TikTok Shop, right? You sell, and same as other e-commerce platform, you just upload and make sure that your images are professional, right? Your images are clear, high definition, your descriptions are clear. Address all, including all the key points, key instructions that require. You upload already. Then you wait for people to come, right? So this shop tab is the fundamental. Before you move on to content, before you move on video, you need to sort out your assortment first. Okay, and assortment is what we call shop tab. How you sell on TikTok Shop is called shop tab. Means to say that you upload your product, the product will appear in the shop tab. And based on our past few years growth, we can see that there are actually more and more people who have been logging into TikTok Shop and view your products on shop tab. Six times, in fact, year on year. All right, so that means more and more traffic potentially you are able to get. Okay, and there are 8 times of growth. People actually use TikTok Shop to search products. So that really represents, okay, for the base, when you start on TikTok Shop, set up your shop tab first, set up your assortment first, okay? And then next, the content. E-commerce live stream GMV growth is 4 times, 400%. All right. Oh, no, sorry. 400%, it's 3 times actually. Yeah. Growth, if let's say you use content to sell. All right. So that is why you need to, okay, first, when you start on TikTok Shop, build your assortment. Make sure that your product is good, that is in demand product. And then your pricing also is competitive. Then you use this as a base, you do content to promote. Okay. So let's go a little bit more deep dive on ACE, right? That's what I mentioned assortment. So assortment, it doesn't just include your product and your pricing. You also need to make sure that, again, like I mentioned, your images is clear. People see you, oh, it's professional. Not just you do something out of Microsoft Paint and then just upload. No, right? Your purpose of the images and the color that you use for your brand and all, it speaks on a very uh, professional level, right? If let's say I do something that is nice and is proper, people, it will add on to the credibility of your brand, of your shop. All right. So your product detail page is important. Make sure everything is tidy. Make sure your product is, your images is clear, and your pricing is competitive, and also your keywords. Because one of the ways that people find your product is people search in the search box. So if let's just say you were to sell let's say a shoe, for example. If let's just say you sell, example, just give you an example, is like you sell Nike shoe, right? Then if let's say your shoe is not just for normal walking, it's for let's say basketball shoe. Of course, then you add in basketball as a keyword example. Okay, so your keyword, imagine this. Just when you upload a product or you put the keywords into your product title, imagine, hey, what are your buyers gonna use? The words they're gonna use to find your product. Use those words, put in your keywords. Okay, so that is essentially assortment. Okay, I will go a bit more in depth one by one. Okay, so I have explained to you, okay, your product description, right? It is to help you to make sure that when people see your product or see your shop, people think that, oh, this shop uh is trustworthy. I can buy from this shop because everything is proper, tidy. The color that you use, the images that you use is professional, right? Instead of just scribbles. Okay, and then optimize search. The most basic thing you need to know is SEO, search engine optimization, right? Basically, it is keywords lah, to use for people to find your product or your content easier. Okay, and then also we have promotional tools that you can use, like discount vouchers, buy more, save more vouchers, and so on. All right, so these are the few things that you need to sort out when you open a shop. Again, this is the same as you opening a physical shop. When you open a shop, you need to make sure that your shop is in a position where people are able to see, and your signboard is attractive enough. People are able to attract the attention, right? It's the same logic as your brick and mortar shop. Okay, so that is the first step, assortment. And then content. Once you have your shop set up already, your product, your pricing upload already, then you need to deal with advertising. All right. So when we say advertising, I don't want to confuse between ads, like TikTok Shop ads, and content. I'll just say content here then. So for content, right, short video, the most basic one, is once you upload your product and everything, so you need to do videos to promote your product. And in the videos, there are so many ways for you to do it, but essentially it is um, uh, uh, you upload so you do a video and then you attach your yellow bag, what are the products, and then in the video you promote what are the benefits of using your product and so on. Okay, that is short video. I will not so if, for your information, right, I'll explain what are the things that you need to do, but I will not go too in depth because I believe ASEAN Solve together, ASEAN Foundation have set up also upcoming sessions that will provide everyone a bit more deep dive of like individually, like content. What are the content you can do, how to do it, right? How to view your content performance and so on, quite more in depth. I would suggest everyone to register for those sessions later on. Okay. So what I'm going to go through is a bit more overview of what you can do. Okay. So that is short video and then live stream. These two is go side by side. But as a new TikTok shop seller, or if let's say you aim for viewers, you want to have that market penetration in terms of viewers, then start with short video. Let me give everyone a bit of a explanation, right? What's the difference between short video and also live stream? So for short video, we would suggest that if let's say you are quite a new or still a small seller, focus more of your time and effort into short video first. Do as many short video as possible and post it. All right. Uh, why short video first is because short video is more effective to gain views and it is always on. What does it mean by always on? Means to say that once you post a video, regardless when people on their TikTok app, there's a possibility that they can still see it. All right. For example, you post 3 videos a day. Even if let's just say you post in the morning, afternoon, and night, there's a possibility that I will still be able to see your video 3 a.m. because I haven't slept yet. Example. That's why it said always on. So it is like you do a video, you post and let it do its job. Right? And then you just, do more content and then you post more of this video. Video is very good for gaining you exposure. But that doesn't mean live stream is not useful. Live stream is useful for another factor. Live stream is on average better in getting you conversion, which is what? Which is sales. Yeah. So again, for live stream, okay, so the pros and cons of live stream is that people can only see during your live stream. When you're doing a live stream, if your live stream is 8 to 10 a.m., then if let's say people log in at 11, they will not be able to see your live stream. But if let's just say you do your live stream, there are actually people who might be interested in your product, but I still need support. There are still few questions that I have. I will ask in live stream because there's someone that will answer my question live. It's the same as you walk into a shop. You found this product. Oh, interesting product. The pricing not bad. But I have a question. Is this suitable for me? All right, this skincare, this facial, is it suitable for my face? My face is oily face. Is it suitable? I'm not sure. Then I better ask someone. Then I should ask during your live stream, your host, right? Oh, I have this problem. Is this product ABC suitable for me? Then the live host, they see my question. If let's say you are able to answer my question, they say that, yeah, it's suitable. And then you teach me how to use. Okay, you squeeze out a little bit, you know how much. And then you scrub your face for maybe a few seconds and rinse it off, use 3 times a day and so on. If let's say you're able to address my concern, address my question, then there's a very high chance they say, okay, let me give it a try, and then I buy the product. That is the function of live stream. Okay, so that's why I say it's important to do both. But if let's say you are a new seller or a small seller, focus more effort on your short video. Do more short video. So that once you post short video, it will run 24 hours. Then once you have a steady stream of short video already, then do more live stream to encourage conversion. All right. So when I say that, right, there are actually 2 questions. Every time I reach until this section, there are always 2 very common questions that everyone have. I'm not sure whether some of you have already asked it, but I will just mention it now. One of the most common question is that how many contents do I need to do a day? For example, right? Keith, you mentioned short video, important, right? But how many a day? So if let's say you have the capacity, my suggestion is at least 3 a day. When I say 3 a day, it's not do 3 video a day. It's post 3 video a day, spread it out. Morning upload 1 video, afternoon upload 1 video, at night upload 1 video. And why spread it out? Is because, again, even though your video uploaded, it will run 24, it will always online, right? It will people anytime might be able to see your product, your video. But once people have seen your video, right, they will be shown fresher videos. Means to say that if I've seen your video in the morning already, then I swipe up already, I see other content. There is a possibility that same video will not be shown to me. So in the afternoon when I log into TikTok, if let's say you post another video, fresher video, this second video might still be shown to me. So if let's say you spread it out, there's a higher chance that me as one consumer, there's a chance for me to see all 3 videos in a day. All right? As compared to you post just one video already in the morning, and then there's no other video. Then one day I will forget your brand already. I forgot your product already. But if let's say I keep seeing, why this brand keep appearing to me, your brand will somehow stick. Right? That is how advertisement work, mah. Every time you watch YouTube, for example, then the same few advertisement actually comes up in that few minutes, then you will remember the brand better. Right? So that is the logic. So 3 a day minimum. Then the second question a lot of people will ask then, oh, 3 video a day, and also you want me to do live stream, but I don't have the capacity. I'm a one-man show, for example. I manage my shop, I do fulfillment and so on and so forth. I got no time to do content. Then the alternative for TikTok shop is we will have affiliate marketing for that you can engage. You have affiliate that you can engage. All right. Then you can outsource it. All right. So you upload your product in TikTok shop, you can create your affiliate plan to find affiliate to promote your products. Okay. So this one I will not explain too much. Essentially is still content. The affiliate will help you to do short video and your live stream to promote because you don't have the time. Outsource it. Okay. Then once you have your content done, empowerment, the last part is your ads. All right. So your ads and your marketing. When marketing here means campaigns, you join 11, 12, 12, right? Those mega campaigns. Or you run ads on your content. Then you might be able to reach even more viewers. Okay. This one again, I will not touch too much in depth is because the most important part is you need to do your A and your C correctly first before you engage with E. All right. So for information, this one, if you want, you can do a screenshot. This is basically an overview of like very detailed. What are the things that you can do one by one for each of the indicator ACE? All right. So with that, you do a screenshot, and I will go through some of the questions right now. Yeah. It seems quite a few. Okay. So let's see. Enki Chan. Hi Keith, can a TikTok shop attract enough customers by posting video content alone without doing live stream? So it really highly depends, yeah. Because I've seen a lot of sellers or creators, their short video is more viewed than their live stream. But essentially on average, right? If let's say you average it out, you compare side by side short video and live stream, on average in total, not say on average, in total, there will be more views from your short video than in your live stream. For example, if one day you post 3 videos, each video you gain 100 viewers. It is 300 a day already. If let's just say you do one live stream a day and your viewers is about 100 and 200, you get 100, 200 viewers a day live stream. Right? So that is basically what I see on commonly. And then don't forget, your short video, once you post once, it might still appear to people 2 to 3 days after, potentially. You are still gathering viewers from after a few days of posting. As of live stream, it's a one and done thing. You do 2 hours live stream, and then you stop, then that live stream stops. You are no longer gathering views for that live stream. Unless you are also proactively, you do more live stream, longer hours, more live stream. All right. So that is the answer for your question, yeah? Hey, sir. My name is Natalino from Timor-Leste. I would like to ask, Are there any specific service or program under SOAR that support creator and small businesses in developing market hours? And also, oh, this one. Okay, so basically, I think so. Like I mentioned just now, ASEAN SOAR together, right? There are a few sessions upcoming. I think the month of July, right? If I see correctly, Queena, can you correct me if I'm wrong, right? There are a few other topics that.
Yes, yeah, basically for the ASEAN Soar Together, we're going to start the program in June to July, but the last week of June to July, and then to August as well. For the rural, I think they are asking about whether they can, if they're just starting out and from rural MSMEs, we're definitely opening our doors for it for MSMEs across different stages of businesses. So definitely, if you are still new in doing business on TikTok Shop, or even though you still have no e-commerce shop, you can still apply for the program. We're definitely gonna welcome you.
Mhm. Okay, thank you very much, Karina. So, yeah, the second part of your question is, in emerging market where digital infrastructure is still limited, what strategies would you recommend for creators to grow and succeed on TikTok? So, this question, right, it's a very apt question. If even for Malaysia, right, there are a few places which is a bit more outskirt, a bit more rural. But the thing is, that is the benefit of those selling online, is that if let's say you sell brick and mortar shop, there's a very high chance that you only sell to your surrounding, your environment around there, right? Your population around there. But if let's just say you were to sell online, there's a possibility that you're able to reach outside of your area. So digital infrastructure will sooner or later come. I assure you that. All right. Some places might take a bit longer than others, but it is coming, right? So you will need to start doing it based on what you have learned online from ASEAN SOAR together. If let's say you already have the access to TikTok Shop, for example, or other platform, or in fact any other platform that is available to you, you can start doing that first. Because instead of just waiting, TikTok Shop is not here yet. Oh, I will just wait for TikTok Shop to come and only I start doing. Then if that's the case, right, it will probably be too late. Because everyone else will probably have a head start. They could be already selling on other platforms first. Let's say, for example, on previously before TikTok Shop was what? Facebook Live, for example, right? Once you already get the experience, then once TikTok Shop open, you already know what needs to be done, how to do it. Then you can really hit the ground running, right? So in short, right, to summarize your second question, to the answer of your second question is all this framework that I will be covering during these sessions, learn from it, and then you adopt your own, like your strategize to be used on your brick and mortar shop or in other platform. Do it first, right? Whenever possible. Because like I mentioned, all these things I'm showing you, what I'm showing you on screen right now, most of it can be utilized for your brick and mortar shop as well. Okay, this strategy. All right. Okay, so I will answer two more questions, then I'll move on to the next session. The other questions that I couldn't answer, don't worry, I will answer it by end of this session. Okay. Uh, let's see. Our TikTok shop has been deactivated, frozen, and we are unable to proceed any transaction. We would like to request instruction on how to appeal and reactivate the shop. Uh, are you from Vietnam? Okay, so the thing is, each country have their own. You need to raise ticket. This one I will not be able to help you. Uh, like right now. How do I pronounce your name? Is it Toa? Right? Uh, so unfortunately, what I can say right now is that you have to raise ticket based on your in your seller center or in the TikTok there. Then hopefully they will be able to help you out. I personally right now, because I am Malaysia, so I will not be able to assist you during this session. I apologize for that. Right? And then Putra, one more. Putra is I would like to know how to gain more traffic to our content. Are there any secret formula for this? Truth be told, Putra, I also want to know whether or not there are any secret formula. Because honestly, there's none. Alright. Or at least not secret lah, the formula. Right? The one thing is you need to really keep doing, because it's a lot of things is through hard work and experimentation. I can honestly tell you that. There are so many influencers who are like top creators that we have. How do they get there? Is I have to admit, it might be a bit of an element of luck, but most of them, they really put in the effort, they do more content, they really try out new things, and they do, and then they improve themselves. That is the trick, right? Trial and error. You need to consistently do it. Um, this is not a secret, but this is the two word that I always tell all the creators or the sellers. Be consistent, be persistent. Consistent means continue doing consistently every day, don't stop. And then persistent, even though something doesn't work, find out new ways to improve. Consistent, persistent. That is the secret. Okay. All right. So I will move on. Again, I will answer some of the questions later on. Yeah. All right. So to give you a bit more of an in-depth, how will your shop look like? Or those of you who are already on TikTok shop, already selling, see whether or not you have done all of this, right? So if let's say you will post on TikTok shop, again, your first step, your first step is to post your product, right? You post your product, and this is how people will see your product in the shop. Okay, the image is clear, it's clean, the price is there, and then there are vouchers that the buyers can click and buy. Then next is video. If you do video, you can see you can see your video promoting the product, show the product. When you use it, how does it look like? What are the functions? How many compartment are there in the back and so on. All right. And then in live stream, you see that same thing, right? You click on the yellow bag. This is what we call the yellow bag. You can see the viewers can see then what are the bags that you are promoting and then which bag to buy. And then in the live stream, the last one here is if let's say your host do live stream explaining the product, and then there are people who are asking the question. You can see here there are questions. Hold on, there are interaction. So interaction here, asking question. Then you answer the question live. Then people will say, okay, good. You have answered all my question. The price is okay. I will click on the product and then I'll buy. So this is how it looks like. Okay. So again, summary. Please make sure that your keywords that you use for both your content and your products, you have the relevant keywords. Okay, correct keywords so that people can actually find your product. And again, this code I almost forgot to mention is that keywords are actually not just for help people to find your product or find your uh, content. It is also to help the system to find out who would be interested in your content. For example, there is this one buyer, there's one viewer, user of TikTok, has seen videos, other people's video that has the keyword Nike shoe, for example, and they see a few videos already regarding the Nike shoe. And then you are also selling Nike shoe, for example. And then you do content about Nike shoe, and then you have your keyword Nike shoe. Then the system will say that, hey, these people is interested in Nike shoe because they have seen other video that contains Nike shoe. Hey, your content has Nike shoe. I will then show your content to these people. So it's a two-way thing, yeah? So that's why keyword is important. It helps the system to identify, oh, what is your video about? Oh, this group of people have just seen video relating to yours. Let me also promote your video to them. So it's a two-way. Okay? All right. So I'll skip through some of it and move on to content, right? It's almost about 50 minutes already in. So content, right, is some example. You can see the first one is in detail lah, all right? So how people, when they go into your live stream, they are able to see your live host interact, answer questions, explain the product, and then I can click in the back kuning, in the yellow bag, right? And then to purchase your product. Again, like I mentioned just now, live stream is important for conversion. Short video is important for exposure. So both we will suggest you to do. Okay? And then this, or if you do content, if you want, you can do a screenshot of this page. And when you do content, these are basically some of the key metrics that you will need to pay attention to. So like I mentioned just now, the key metrics just now is view, right? This, enter live. This is for live stream, right? Enter live, that is view. Then retention time, that is your average view duration. Then the third one, comment, follow, sending gift, dislike, like, or share. This is your engagement. And then the fourth, click-through rate, right? Product click rate, how many people click the yellow bag and go see your product. And then conversion, the last one. This is very aligned to what I mentioned to you just now, right? And then if let's say they're happy with your product, they're happy with your content, hopefully they provide you with positive store product rating. So that is the whole cycle really for your products. Okay. And then for videos, right? Even for videos, there are essentially two types of video you can do. Basically, it is soft selling and hard selling. Soft selling is like you don't hard sell your product. You do just promotion of your brand, for example. So for example, right, this example here I get from, I think it should be Indonesia, right? Sorry for, I think the line is not very good. It's not very HD right now, my video. But you can see, right? This video doesn't have backwarding, doesn't have yellow back. And then the question is, the video is just very short, a few seconds. The interviewer asked this, maybe is influencer, oh, what makeup are you using? Then the influencer very cheekily say that, oh, maybe it's Maybelline. It doesn't give you say that, oh, it's Maybelline, but maybe it's Maybelline, right? So this one is a bit of soft selling. The intention is not to sell product, but to promote the brand, or to help people to stick the name to their like remember your brand, to how to say, so that your brand sticks to them lah, for example. Okay. And then the next one is hard selling. Shoppable video means content with yellow back that people can see, oh, this is promoting the product, explain the product, and then you can buy the product. This is really product centric. Okay. And then if let's say again you don't have time to do your content, you can outsource it to affiliates, right? Affiliates, if let's say you found you're able to collaborate a few good ones, they will be able to do content. You provide sample to them, for example, then they do content, regardless whether it's short video or affiliate or live stream to help promote. Okay. Again, I will not go too in depth. Okay, I think we can have separate session, more in depth one. Okay. So for empowerment, also again, this is just touch and go. I will not spend too much time in empowerment. Is because it's very straightforward. You first need to do your A and C correctly and do more of your content. Then adopt your marketing joint campaign, right? 11/11 mega campaign, payday sale. I think Indonesia also have similar to Malaysia. We have the Tawaran Hari Gaji, for example, right? So do that. And then once your content is up and running, a lot of content, you can run your advertisement, your ads, or in short, you have an app called GMV Max. You spend a bit of money to promote your content so that more people can see. More people can see, more people will potentially buy from your content. Okay, so in short, that is basically ASE, the whole foundation of how to operate on TikTok Shop. Okay, so some of the examples that we have are these some of the SMEs that we have across Southeast Asia, right? Using ACE as a framework, how they have grown their GMV. So when talk about assortment, even though I didn't go too in depth, okay, I believe all of you who are already sellers, you know the difference between uh, traffic product, hero SKU means is SKU or products that is very popular in your listing, right? So if let's say you know each of the product and then you upload accordingly, your pricing is competitive, then hopefully it will be able to help you generate sales on its own. Okay, then on top of that, you do content. So based on like this Telekong tea, right? Telekong tea is actually a Muslim modest wear, right? So this brand, based on their ACE framework, okay, so assortment, they have identified, oh, which are the killer SKU, the hero SKU, which one sells the most. Then they run special programs for this SKU. Then they also do live stream to promote their product. Minimum of 8 hours of live stream during their year-end sale, 8 hours a day. Okay, and then on top of that, during some campaign period, they engage with top KOL. Fatah Amin is basically one of the actor from Malaysia. They use Fatah Amin, they engage with Fatah Amin to promote their products. And then they also do call fund vouchers and also run ads, which help them to generate 935% uplift in GMV. That is more than 8 times increase in GMV. And then they have uplift in assortment, means to say that they are able to improve their listing. They include more, sell more products. And then in their live stream, there's 1.4 times uplift in their GMV because they have increased the live stream hours and so on and so forth, right? So based on this ACE framework, okay, you can see that this is cosmetic, one of the cosmetic brand as well. So based on this ACE framework, it has helped them because it's more structured. It's helped them to grow their business as well. 92% uplift in GMV, and then because of the structure, they know what needs to be done in the live stream. They're able to improve their live stream hours as well. More live stream hours, more video posting. Okay, so essentially that is what we can highly recommend people to sellers and creators to do on TikTok Shop to adopt the ACE framework. So that is all overview. But before I move on to the end or to answer the questions, right? Like I mentioned just now, there are a few webinars that is scheduled by ASEAN SOAR Together that you can enroll. I think the ASEAN Foundation team, ASEAN SOAR Together team will be able to show everyone later. But in the meantime, right, if let's just say you are already selling on TikTok Shop, or you like, okay, tonight itself, I want to find out more, then we at TikTok Shop, we actually have some online resources for free that you can use. All right, this is what we call the TikTok Shop Academy. Let me show you a few examples. If let's say you are, say in some countries, I search for Malaysia, for example, you just search TikTok Shop Academy Malaysia. Then you search, and then you can see there are actually a few, right? Singapore also you can find, and then Malaysia you can find. So let's say Malaysia, right? You click on Malaysia, then you can see. This is an example, Malaysia one, and then if let's say have a look at Singapore, let's see. Singapore also we have Academy. And then I think I opened one Indonesia as well. Yup, this is ID Tokopedia, yeah, correct, Indonesia. So in this TikTok Shop Academy, you will be able to find all resources. One of the most important one is our live webinar. So from time to time, almost every week actually, for Malaysia and for other countries, you can see the schedule in Academy. There are webinars that you can learn how to do, let's say for example, how you can do live. Like for example, this is for Indonesia. Let's see, what are the upcoming video live stream? It's none at the moment. Hold on. You can see the schedule here. Or let me go to Malaysia because I am managing Malaysia, so I can tell you there are upcoming webinars for Malaysia. And yeah, here, for example, in this page here, official live courses. You can see like my session is next week. I have a session next week, for example. If you're interested for Malaysia sellers, you can join. All right. For seller for Malaysia, yeah, 3 o'clock next week from Monday to Thursday. And then for each of the other country, Thailand, Indonesia, Singapore, Philippines, Timor-Leste, you can see your respective academy. Okay, so these are the online resources and also some of the articles you can learn more, right? How to run ads, how to grow, how to achieve a first order. So all are very detailed. Or you can search the anything you want to learn. For example, I want to learn more about what I mentioned just now, SEE in detail, right? I just take SEE in the search box on top, and then I can find the ACE indicator system, ACE framework. You can find out more. Okay, so these are free for you. You can have a look. Okay, so in the meantime, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I will answer one by one now. Okay. If let's say there are any repeat questions, if let's say similar questions, I'll just answer one. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's continue. Let's see. Hi, V here from Vietnam. May I ask from your opinion, which is one is better? Creating high quality video with low quantity versus 100 video with low content better for ads for seller. Okay. I keep seeing video with low content, like just dancing or show quickly the product have higher traffic and interaction than a more invested one. Okay, so this question, right? V, I hope I pronounce your name correctly, from Vietnam. All right. So essentially, right, we will highly advise you to focus more on quality content, really. Good quality content that contains good show of that product, good explanation of the product. When I say explanation, it's not just talk, explain the product, but showcases, show how to use your product. All these can help people to understand your product more. But how do you get there? How do you get to quality content? At first, when you start doing content, I don't think it's going to be perfect yet. But how are you going to improve? You have to keep doing lor. So at first, your content might not be quality one at first. So you just continue doing, showing, improve. As you do, as you improve, you will be more efficient. More efficient means you can do more with less time, better with less time. Okay? That is our suggestion. Focus on quality. But how do you get to quality? Is quantity first. You need to keep doing first, improve first. Then your second part of the question, right? This is also one of the things that we are trying to address. You keep seeing video of low content, people just jogging, or they're dancing, right? Okay, so in the end, you must understand one thing is there are videos that does that. Yes, correct. Because in the end, right, some people go to TikTok just to be entertained, not to buy products. So some videos to entertain, fine, I understand. But again, you must understand what is the feeling that you want your viewers, your customer to have. They want do they just want to see your brand and feel like, oh, your brand is funny, your brand is entertaining, or you want your viewers, your buyers to think that, oh, your brand is a good brand, good product, professional, credible. So which angle do you want to go for, right? So I can see a lot of people who are using low quality content to promote, but sooner or later, a lot of people will not be interested in it anymore. It's the same as when TikTok first started. When TikTok first started, there are so many dancing videos online. My God, right? Everyone go to TikTok just to see dancing videos, right? Joget, right? But now it's a lot lesser already, or at least for Malaysia context, it's a lot lesser because people want quality stuff. That is my opinion. That is what I've seen, my experience. Okay. The mineral, is this the same for Instagram or other media platform? I sorry, can you elaborate a bit more? What is the same for Instagram? Can you elaborate a bit more? Right? Jeffrey, is there any way to make TikTok algorithm support our product service, especially service about IELTS? Okay. So, Jeffrey, this is TikTok, right? So IELTS, okay. Uh, I will be upfront and mention that there are certain limitations, I'll be honest, because whether or not the algorithm help to promote your product, your content go FYP or not, it's a two-way street. You can do, but we also need to find out how many people are actually interested in your service. One thing I can promise you is that the algorithm is consistently helping to find viewers for your content one. Because again, you use TikTok to promote your product, your content, but we also want to give the viewers what they want to see. If they don't want to see, we will try not to show it to them. So it's two-way street. Okay. So I will not be able to give you a direct, definite yes or no answer, but I only can tell you that if you do your content well, regardless whether or not you're selling products or your services, the system will try to promote it to the correct population. Okay, so my next question to you is whether or not how many people are actually are interested in your content, and how to make people interested in your content. That is the things you need to figure it out, so they can help the algorithm find the population better. Okay, to target audience better. All right. May I check? Since TikTok isn't available in the country yet, how can we proceed if you want to sell on TikTok Shop? Yeah, Flower Journal, because right now there is no cross-border service at the moment, so you'll probably have to wait. Or unless you have operation in other countries that have TikTok Shop, then you can sell on other countries, right? All right. Yasmin from Brunei. as a media publishing business where sales are from advertising, how do we re-strategize with TikTok and it can be transferred to other social media platform? All right. So if let's just say Ying from Brunei, right? TikTok itself is an advertisement platform. You can already use TikTok to promote your services, your clients' products, and so on. It's the same as Instagram, as Facebook. When people sign on to your advertisement, your advertising services, it's a bundle one, ma. They want e-commerce presence. You want e-commerce presence, then you have to promote on e-commerce. Sorry, on social media. Sorry, not e-commerce. It's social media. And which social media is bigger than TikTok right now? I'm saying it confidently right now, or at least for Malaysia, right? So TikTok will automatically be one of the first places to consider to promote on social media. All right, and then it can be transferred to other social media platform. Essentially, it's the same. When you promote Instagram, what is the medium format? Videos as well, which is similar, right? So I would not be okay. It would not be fair for me to say that, oh, don't promote on other platform. Just promote on TikTok Shop or on TikTok. I would not say that. Of course, for the benefit of you, everyone here, and also for your client, it would be stupid to say that. But what I can say that there are overlaps. You promote on one platform, there is a very reduced effort that you will need to promote on other platforms, on any other platform. So you really do short video for Instagram, you might as well post on TikTok, right? Yes, simple as that. Okay. Next, may I ask if the business is selling services like MUA, something we use TikTok only for promotion through the content, but how do we sell on TikTok Shop? No. In short, TikTok Shop is for physical product, no services yet. You can use TikTok to do content to promote your services. What if I'm selling services and product? Yep, I already answered. Putra, I've answered your question, yeah, for your services. For ACE framework, okay, I will not answer in detail. I can only teach you how you can find answer to your question. Try to use AI tools, Gemini, ChatGPT. You ask the AI tool, based on TikTok Shop ACE framework, how do I use it for my services? Try that. Get ChatGPT or Gemini, the AI tools, to be your consultant. All right? Hopefully you can get good answer from that. Fauzan Zikri, I have a technical concern regarding price synchronization. We noticed that the price we set for our example in certain center the final price in customer checkout. It seems to be affecting our margin. Why discrepancy is happening? Okay, Fauzan Zikri, which country are you from? You sound like your name is like a Malay. Are you Malaysian? So sometimes, right, there is a changes in the price is because there are some subsidies from TikTok Shop, and it will not affect your margin. Is because the subsidy is borne by TikTok Shop. All right, that is one most that is a is
Hello, hello.
hi, yes,
Yes, yeah. I'm Indonesia.
Indonesia, yeah, okay, all right.
That is our problem in TikTok seller.
Okay. Okay, so like I mentioned just now, right, one of the most common one is you see that there's a price discrepancy is because there is a TikTok Shop subsidy or core fund, right? So if let's say it's core fund, sometimes the price we will give the buyer a bit of more discount, and this discount the cost is borne by TikTok Shop. And then sometimes, well, like for example, if you have like seller mission vouchers that you have collected, these vouchers that the discount that you give to the buyers are borne by TikTok Shop. So even though they are additional discount, it doesn't eat into your margin one because the cost is not to you. This could be one of the most common question. If any other causes I will not be able to answer right now is because I can't see your transactions. My suggestion, if there are still discrepancy, then I would suggest you to raise a ticket to seek for clarification. All right. Okay, next on Luki. Short video act more to create awareness. Which live stream to convert that awareness to a revenue? Yes, in short, Luki, your understanding is correct. But there are also a bit of overlap. Some short video, if you do good, can get sales as well, right? So my suggestion is do both. All right. All right. Okay. Almost of halfway there, more than halfway there. I'll try to go a little bit faster. What if we use AI in short video to promote product? Will it affect views or purchases? Yes and no. AI, right? If because to me, I am amazed by AI right now because I see AI video, right? There are some AI that is so real. I don't even know whether it's an AI, right? So if let's say you're able to do it well, it will help you. It will help you a lot of time put in the effort to lessen the effort you need to put in. But if you don't do it well, people see that oh, it's fake. It will be a bit of a turn off. Honestly, if you ask me personally, all right. So yeah, yes and no. It will. It might lah. It might. Okay. Okay. So there are questions on. I just want to know why sometimes view 1,000, sometimes view only 100. Yeah, I mean, it really depends. I will not be able to answer you like, oh, definitively, or this video 1,000 view because this reason, or this view very low because this reason. I will not be able to tell you that personally, because there are so many factors, right? The time that you post, the product that you include, the way that you do your video, the color, the background, the whether or not the person in your video is explaining well enough. For example, there's so many content, right? But one thing I can suggest you to do, you can try because I am also trying this. You use the AI tool as well. You provide the AI tool, say, okay, you provide the link to this video, 1,000 views. Then you provide the link to the second video, 100 views. You ask AI, can you please help me to explain why this video potentially has higher view? What are the potential costs this one has lower view? See whether it gives you any suggestions or not. But I think this one, like some of the AI tool that you use, right, it probably need to be paid one to give you good suggestions, right? This is just my suggestion, right? We'll share the slides after the sessions. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm sorry, we will not be able to share the slide. But don't worry. Like I mentioned, in TikTok Shop Academy, you can actually find the resources like I'm showing on my screen right now, right? The ACE indicator system, you can actually find out more on our TikTok Shop Academy. All right. Please look at the Q&A too. Yes, don't worry. I will look at the Q&A after I finish the chat, the questions in the chat. All right. Oh my God, there are more questions coming in already. Okay, so let's try to end this within 15 minutes. I hope I can end this within 15 minutes. Is it okay, Queena? Or am I taking too long time?
No. You still have like
Can-
another 15 minutes to go.
Can. All right. Let's see. Mindro, to apply ACE framework for Instagram. Yeah, quite similar. Quite similar. But only some. Like for example, why I say it's similar is, for example, affiliate. You can also find affiliate on Instagram, and also go through the use affiliate model to promote your contents, your products on Instagram. Same thing. All right. Because ACE framework, right? Even though it's from TikTok Shop, but the underlying logic still the same. All right. Is it right to follow the trend or what to do for our product? Ye, is it? Sorry, I hope I don't pronounce your name wrongly. So depends again, it's all about experimentation. If you follow the trend, if your trend is popular, then it will most probably help with the views. More people will be able to see it. But you also need to come up with original content. Because too much of the same type of content, even though it's trending, people will get bored very fast, my friend. Right? Okay, so let's see. Let's see what other questions I have not answered. If I'm based in Indonesia, is it possible for my product to be seen and purchased in customer in countries like Malaysia? If your content is yellow bag content, means e-commerce content, then it will only be restricted to the country. If you want to sell on in other country, you have to open the operation in the other country because we don't support cross-border. Okay. In short, the question from Imad, is it? Yeah. I am very new to TikTok. What is TikTok Shop? Okay. TikTok is the social media platform where you view your videos and all. TikTok Shop is actually a shop. It's actually another app. Let me show you in short. I hope you can see my phone. So this TikTok app you see here, the black one is the social media app. For seller, there is a white one, Seller Center, where you create a TikTok shop account, register your shop, and then you upload your product there. What you can do is just Google TikTok shop country and then set up an account. Two different things. TikTok and TikTok shop is two different things. TikTok is okay, in short, TikTok shop, you create a shop, you upload your product, then you create a TikTok account, link the two things, and then you do content to sell the product. In short, okay, that is a very summarized version. Okay, all right, almost there. I have a question regarding algorithm and algorithm. Sometimes we post a video and get exactly 0 views, but changing the posting time suddenly gets view. 0 views feels a bit harsh. Does this mean we are forced to rely solely on ads to get traffic? Yosawa, your question, right? If you get 0 views, my first very obvious thing to check is whether you get violation for your content or not. Because if let's say your other content got violation, means you got violate the community guideline or whatever, your video, there's a possibility that it will not be shown to people. Okay, but again, there is also a possibility where your posting timing, if you post the time nobody actually watch TikTok, then there is a possibility that the view is low. But if you ask me, if no violation, it's practically impossible to have 0 views for your video. Yeah. Okay. Do you need to rely on ads to get traffic? I wouldn't say you need to, but it definitely helps. Example, if your video consistently can get 10, 20, 30, or 100 views, with ads, it could potentially get a few times more than that. In short, all right? As an official brand, we know that it's much harder to gain organic views compared to personal creator accounts. Moreover, whenever we attach a product link to a video, the reach seems to drop significantly. How can okay. So don't worry to compare between video with yellow back and non-yellow back. You realize that video with yellow back, the view would be lesser than without yellow back. Okay, let me so that I don't confuse everyone. Okay, so video with everyone can see my word document right now, right? Video yellow back, and then also we have the video no yellow back. So video with yellow back means you are selling a product. So like I mentioned just now, why so video with yellow back you can only sell to in the same country. For example, if you post in Indonesia, your video is yellow back, only your locals can see it. But if you post a video without yellow back, you still promote your product, but without yellow back, there's a possibility that this video can be seen by other country. That's why sometimes the video with yellow back, the view is lesser. Without yellow back, the view is higher. Potentially, this could be one of the reasons. And also, one more reason is video with yellow back can only be shown, or at least Malaysia lah. I'm not sure whether it's the same for other countries. For your country, video with yellow back can only be shown to 18 years old and above, user of 18 years old and above, because we cannot sell to underage users. Okay, so this could be some of the reasons. Okay. How reliable is data mining from TikTok content for monetizing? I can tell you it's very effective. If you know what you're doing, if you know how to see the data and all, yes, it is going to be a very good place for you to get your consumer data, because a lot of people are using TikTok. All right. Okay, so there are a few more questions. Okay, let me jump to Q&A. Q&A side also got quite a few. So, all right, so we got 10 more minutes. So let's go. Does TikTok Shop provide integration way to connect with apps, other apps? Because usually marketer will nudge users to landing page, WhatsApp. You nudge user because usually marketer will nudge users to landing page. Okay, so TikTok, right? If you are not I would say, Richard, I would say, how do I say this? If your account on TikTok is selling product with yellow bag, you are not allowed to redirect the traffic to other platform like WhatsApp, like Instagram and all. No. Unless your TikTok account is not selling product, it's selling services. Then you can provide a link. For example, you can use Linktree, or in your video, you can say that, oh, WhatsApp us in this number to find out more. Then you can. All right. What's the difference between other platform and TikTok Shop? How to start? I've Rustic Bonio, I've answered this just now, yeah, during the session. What kind of video content that resellers should create or post? Anonymous attendee, you ask this question. Video content that you as a seller should create and post. This will be covered in the upcoming webinar sessions arranged by ASEAN Soul Together. Join those. Join the what? Because if let's say you want me to explain, it will take another 1 hour. Okay. Can a TikTok shop attract enough customers by posting video content alone? I've answered this also, and Key just now the same question, yeah? I would like to ask if my product is business consultation service. Is TikTok? Yes, use TikTok, not TikTok shop. Okay, you create a TikTok account. Okay, TikTok shop is for physical product only. All right, James Song, is it James Ong? I know TT is one of the most famous social media and e-commerce platform. The static that keeps show that it's just really good. However, how can we be sure that static are backed by real data? Okay, so I can assure you, because for that is the data for 2024. For data for 2025, I am the one that runs it. I can tell you it's real. Because to do this graph, right, we actually, of course, go to our back end and generate the data. There's no point for us to fudge the data. And then in the end, everyone don't experience that effect. Then it will not look good on us. I can tell you that. All right. And okay, even that, let's just say you're a bit skeptical, right? You want to find out, hey, is it for real? Too good to be true. There are other platforms which is not convenient for me to say, but there are other like data platforms that you can find out. All right, you can go dig. All right. Do you have any tips or tricks to do well on TikTok? How often should we post? What time should we post? Very good question. But this one is a bit more in-depth of content. Join the upcoming session by ASEAN Soul Together. Okay. Let's see. Synchronization. Okay, I've already answered. How should we choose KOL? How much better save and shares than likes and share? Do followers matter, my friend? Followers matters a lot, because when you do a content, if the content, when we will post, right, the first pool of people that algorithm will promote your product is to your followers, because followers, they're interested in your brand, if not they don't follow you at all, right? So that is the first one. So it's very important. And then for likes and comments and everything, it is all part of the metrics. All are important. I cannot say are equally important, but each of the metrics represents something a bit more specific. But in short, it's important. All are important, but step by step. View first, right? Your view first, then focus on getting longer view time, then engagement, then click-through rate, then CTOR. That is the sequence. Okay? How can I make people follow my page after watching one video? Our business is coffee shop. Then one of the more effective way for people to follow your account or follow you, right, is to value add to them. In what sense value add? I'm able to learn something new from you. Or people come to TikTok for what? To be entertained. If you're able to entertain them. For example, I'm going to use this example. I believe, even though we are on different countries, most of you will probably heard of this famous Instagram person, Tony from LC Sign. I see Quina loading already. So even though we are all different countries, I'm pretty sure most of you have gone through Instagram, or TikTok, you know who Tony from LC Sign is. So why is he so popular? If you don't know, never mind. Later you can find on TikTok, on Instagram, fine. LC Sign, 1L, 1C, Sign, SINGN, Tony. Why is he so popular? It's because his content not just promote the product, but also is quite entertaining, quite funny. Sometimes might not be appropriate. I will have to put disclaimer on that first. Sometimes the joke is a bit, yeah, might not be for every market, but you have no doubt that it attracts quite a lot of people, right? So entertainment also comes so that people will follow. I personally follow LC Science because I find it quite entertaining, right? So, and for me personally, entertainment and education, these two. Uh, as media publishing sales, okay, I'll answer this just now. From Ying, do we need nice-looking models to endorse our product in the video? Anonymous attendee. This question, right? I don't like to answer one, because the answer is, yeah, it can potentially help. I do not want to be, they say that, wow, TikTok shop only want to promote nice looking people. Actually, no. But I can't deny the fact that it will help. But again, quality, not just one person quality. Your content, your product needs to be quality as well. All right. So I hope I answer your question in a way, which is more engaging, informative content or funny related content. To me, both. I love to watch both. Because sometimes I go to TikTok not to get educated but also be entertained. So both, Dina. BWN printing. What is the appropriate number of people in a team required? Oh, this one, honestly, this I will not be able to answer. BWN printing. It depends on your internal operation. I will not be able to advise, oh, have two marketing team, have one e-com expert. I will not be able to tell you that. It really depends on how you manage your teams, your company. All right. Domiana, I want to ask your recommendation for chosen promotion. Which one we do first? Use artists to promote or influencer to make quality video. These two have very different function. KOL and affiliate have two very different function. If you want to have a lot of exposure in a short period of time, KOL. For example, your new brand, you want to launch a new brand, new product, you want to make like a lot of people know about your product, your brand in a short period of time, use KOL. But on a day-to-day basis for conversion, to help people to remember your brand like stickiness, affiliates on a daily basis. All right. This is a question from Domiana, yeah? How do I leverage TikTok fast-paced e-commerce environment without access to TikTok shop in my country? Huh. You don't have TikTok shop, but do you have TikTok? Who is this anonymous attendee? If you have TikTok, because like Malaysia, TikTok started 2018. TikTok shop started 2022. So before TikTok shop started, a lot of people use TikTok create content to promote their offline shop. You can do that. Okay. Indonesia, Imat, does expanding to another country require us to have a local business presence there? For example, wait, the whole thing jump. Oh, okay. I want to sell in Malaysia. Do I need to set up a store entity in Malaysia? Yes. Yes, you need to. Do I need to just or can I just by registering a TikTok shop Malaysia from Indonesia? No. You need to have Malaysia either identification or company registration to open a shop in Malaysia if you're from Indonesia, from other country. Okay, Imat? Last one, does TikTok shop support digital products? No. Digital products you sell on TikTok means you do content and sell instead of creating a TikTok shop, upload the product. Okay, so the short answer, no. All right. So let's see, come back to the chat. Yo, okay, last few. But I feel like the more question come in already. Hold on. Where was I? Okay, Cristiano Dos Santos. Oh, you have a very cool name. Uh, I have local product, but at the moment we didn't have certifications such as COA of product or foreign country could sell on TikTok shop. What is COA? I believe every country might have their own certification. Uh, because okay, in short, in a very general term, if you sell a product in your country, Indonesia, Malaysia, wherever, if there are any certification from your own country, that will be the best. For example, I sell Muslim food and beverages here in Malaysia. It will be the best if I have the halal certification from Malaysia compared to if I have the halal certification from Indonesia, for example. Same goes to Indonesia. If you sell halal product in Indonesia, the best is you will have the Indonesian, the green, I think it's the green one, right? Or the halal certification. Or China, yeah, for example, China is a green one, I think, yeah. Let's see. Some people say that if you pay for TikTok ads, it will hurt other videos you didn't boost. Rina, not entirely true because it is just a perception, I think. Because if you boost one video, not the other, you obviously see that the video with the boosted one is a lot higher. That's why you feel like, why this view so low? It might be the perception. Okay? The TikTok shop feel and ads too high in a country now. It's harder for seller control produce. Sorry, Lam Luan, is it? Can you repeat your question? I don't really understand. Sorry. Okay, I move on. Does expanding to other countries require to have local business presence? I answered this, Imad. He is creative into mimicking people such as Donald Trump. Yes, correct, Jeffrey. Tony, right? Yes, that's why he got popular. All right, last one at the moment, Dinar from Indonesia. I currently use TikTok to share my leather bag products, and I also use TikTok Shop. At the same time, I work as a handbag designer. No, very good. With clients from different countries, creating designs and collection. Does the algorithm treat personal? Would it, in this case, would it be better to focus on one account or separate them into two? Or one of my product-based business, one for my personal creator content. Okay, Dina, yes and no. My suggestion is it is also one of the strategy to split. One is more focused on your business type of content, and then the open one is your personal. You can do that. But my question is, you ask yourself, whatever content that you do based on your personal creator content, this type of content you do personal one, is it related to your business product, your business, what you're trying to sell? And will it also help you to sell? If the content that you do in your personal, like your own account, can help with your business, I would say do it together, merge it. Because, Dina, why I would suggest that is because, again, like I mentioned just now, there's soft selling content, there's hard selling content. In one account, any business, especially your business, you're selling your TikTok shop, right? You need to have content that sells. You also need to have content that is entertaining or educational to help with exposure. Soft selling. For example, my suggestion to you is you have video that promote your bags. Leather bag. Okay, explain this leather bag, have what compartment, what material, and this and that. Then you also do other content that show how you create this bag. What is the design? How do you design it? Handcraft, it's stitching and all. So people can really see in detail. You're not just selling the product itself. You are selling what your brand stands for. Quality handmade product, for example. Your leather bag, the design, explain the philosophy behind your bag, your brand. That is soft selling. So if let's say you can do this both in one account, then yeah, sure. I missed the answer to the question by Iman. Can we create account in another country? Yes, but you need to have the country's form of identification, company registration or personal identification in that country. All right. Yes. Okay. So I think I have answered all of the questions. I remember you guys. I think you guys are very good. I think you guys have more questions than last year's batch. I think. So that's good. That's really really good, guys. What about, hold on, there is the chat. Q&A all answered, right? Oh, very good.
I think
Okay.
everything has been answered. Thank you so much, Keith. And it's very time effective as well. I think everyone here, okay. I think Nafex Art, please leave our contact detail to see the possibility of some businesses collaboration or SOAR team can make a WhatsApp group. Of course, after this, we'll definitely going to share a WhatsApp group for all the participants to join in on the WhatsApp. So basically, if you want to ask more questions to ASEAN SOAR Together team, we're definitely going to assist you there. So, without further ado, we would as we wrap up the question and answer session, we just want to remind you that this masterclass is just the beginning for the ASEAN Soar Together. It's a joint initiative by TikTok and TikTok Shop designed to support MSMEs in the ASEAN countries. So we really value your feedback, guys. So we hope you find everything, the insights, the knowledge here in this masterclass for today is valuable. We really appreciate if you could take a few minutes to complete our feedback form. So just click on the link in the chat box. We just provided you the link there. Just open the chat box and you will see bit.ly /SOAR feedback form. So after you completed the feedback form, you will receive the certificate of participation, which we will be shared after you submitted the feedback form later. And then we just would like to promote the program for a bit. We just would like to ask you to take the next step with the ASEAN Soar Together Acceleration Program. So basically, the acceleration program, thank you so much, Keith, for promoting the ASEAN Soar Together. So yes, definitely, because the time limitation for today, we definitely would like to ask you guys to grow together with us and learn more about how Discovery Commerce can drive your business's growth in this digital era. We also, because the ASEAN Store Together itself is an accelerator program for 6 months, it's definitely going to offer you more benefits. So, for example, we'll start with capacity building training all the way to mentorship and ASEAN engagement events. So, just to run you through of what in store for you and your enterprise later for the ASEAN Soar Together. I know, wow, lots of people already flooding the chat box, but bear with me, guys. After this, we'll definitely going to provide you with the link to our WhatsApp group, so you guys can exchange your information there. But please bear with me. I'm just going to finish to introduce you what's the ASEAN Soar Together. So for the program timeline itself, we'll have a capacity building training sessions. It will cover more in-depth of tips and tricks, insights of how to build your businesses and how to make it stronger and scale up regionally in the ASEAN. And then after that, we'll have a group mentoring and peer learning with our ASEAN experts. So if I'm not mistaken, some of you here are really eager to connect with fellow ASEAN MSMEs and entrepreneurs across the region. We'll definitely have a group mentoring session and peer learning session during the acceleration program. So please register for the program there, and you will see that the ASEAN Soar Together can help you and open more opportunities for you to grow collaboratively with across the region. And then after that, we'll have a business challenge and social impact project implementation. So basically, we want you guys to implement what's has been provided by the program. So you can see what's your limit for your MSMEs. So definitely, the business challenge is basically a platform for us to challenge you guys to push the boundaries and push your limitation. And then after that, we'll have a regional showcase and engagement. This is where you will open the opportunities to go and participate at ASEAN regional events such as the ASEAN Summit, ASEAN e-commerce, where you will definitely going to network with policymakers, global leaders, even presidents, other country leaders. So definitely the opportunities for you to network is going to be very immensely amplified. So you're not going to just cover so you're not just going to cover your networking within your country, but you can also network with the ASEAN leaders and stakeholders, even more or beyond ASEAN. So we last year we definitely had contact with some stakeholders from Canada, from the US, lots of people there that you will meet. And program benefits, we offer a lot, but definitely if you would like to know more about the program, we definitely are recommending you to join our WhatsApp group. So just scan here And we'll definitely, if you have other questions that you would like us to go answer or clarify there, we'll definitely offer you this 24/7 support. But please do be mindful of a night session. We probably take less slower time to reply for your questions, but please scan this, and we'll definitely going to support you throughout this application process for the ASEAN Soar Together and update you what's in store for the ASEAN Soar Together journey. Yes, and that basically concludes our sessions for today. If you are interested, so yes, in the chat box we have a code that if you are interested in joining the 6 months accelerator program that Mr. Keith here has been promoting before. If you want to know more in details about how to promote your business in TikTok, or if you want to know more about how to the strategy and how to grow smarter in today's digital world, we're definitely going recommend you to apply for this acceleration program. So yeah, thank you so much, everyone. Please don't forget to complete the feedback form. It's just going to take you about 3 minutes of your time. We just visit bit.ly/soar feedback form. You may see it in the chat box that we're just going to send it again. Your certificate of participation will be shared once you submitted the form. Thank you so much for your time and participation today. We're just going to flash another the WhatsApp group again here. So yeah, just take your time to scan it so we can meet again there, and we can definitely assist you for more agenda of the ASEAN Soar Together. Yes, I hope there's feedback from link here at the GC. Of course, we'll definitely going to share everything in the GC. Thank you so much, everyone.